Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be taking a look at Raid Shadow Legends. Now, you may have seen this actually advertised on TV because they have been doing advertisements, and it makes me kind of wonder how the game is, because I often find some of the games that are advertised actually do turn out to be pretty good games. But there is a reason that they're spending so much money trying to get you to get in and play this game, and that tends to be because of their monetization. Some of the most advertised games that I've found tend to be so heavily monetized that it really makes the game unplayable. So I have played this game for now 1 week and 4 days, or so a little over 10 days now. It's a little off schedule with the collections that I make here. So I'm really only been playing for 10 days, even though I get on my second week worth of stuff here. And I have a face cam up in the corner. That was something that was advised for me to do to help with. So you see, collect 11 days. I really haven't played 11 days. It just turned over, so 10 days roughly, and it gave me a nice little look at what the game's going to be about. Now, if you've kind of seen or you've played these type of games, you'll recognize it as I go in. But as we see those microtransactions that are, so heavily in today's mobile games, and they're no different in this. As you're going to see, there is a lot of them. Although I can say, actually playing the game itself, it doesn't require you to get in and play. You don't have to buy anything, although they do push you to do it. What I have found is there is a purchase limit for a lot of these games, so at least they're kind of looking out for you at that way. I know a lot of these games. I don't know if anybody's seen. I was looking in one of just some advertisements that popped up on different things, but somebody apparently spent almost $200,000 on a mobile game, and that is insane, and ultimately it's irresponsible of the company itself. And as we'll see, there'll be a couple of news and details that pop up. I will talk about that type of stuff a little more later, and let's try and move my face camera up here just a little bit. We need to move some stuff around. Sorry, I should have gotten this all kind of together beforehand, but we'll move this up so you can see a little bit. That should make it a little bit better, and hopefully it will work. This is the basic layout of the game, and you're going to work basically through this town that you have set up. You have a portal. This is a game that's based off of collecting things, upgrading your champions, and you're going to go through and fight in a story mode and also some other things. Now, this game really does have some rather good art assets, I will tell you that much. And just so we can go in and we're going to take a look at some of those, we're going to summon some new characters at the portal. A lot of this will be what you're going to be doing in the very beginning when you get to do it. We're going to summon them one by one right now. As you can see, I can summon 10 at a time. Let's go through and we'll do our chance to get the best one that we can. And we're going to take a look at how some of these characters look. So you're going to open up these shards. You're going to see different things come out. There is a rating of common, uncommon, rare, and they go up all the way to legendary. And as you can see, we got a Hellfang here, a beast. It's a 3-star. They start at 1 and they continue up from there. A 3-star sits right about at the middle. Not super great, but pretty good. And you can see they do look pretty good. This is one of the ones there. Let's actually exit back out, and we're going to go into some of the other ones. And you'll see this one can summon common, uncommon, and rares. The other shard that I did, rare, epic, and legendary. There you go. So epic and legendary are the other ones that you can summon in. But let's go on and we'll take a look at some of the other art assets, because that's really what will initially draw you to this type of game. The type of game has been around for so long. It really is the art assets themselves, and it does allow you to go through and move the characters around. You could take a look. It gives you their stats on the side. Here we picked up a level, just a 1-star common common soldier here, and there are reasons for getting some of the lower level ones. In the beginning, you're going to get a 3-star character you're going to get to choose from. You're going to go through, but for right now, we're just going to open up a few, and we're going to take a look at some of what these characters look like. They have really good animations. Each one of them will have their own animation as you look around, and you have the ability. This is a dark elf. A Dark Elf Lurker, level 1, 1-star common character. Let's continue just to open up some. We'll get a different idea on some of the characters that you have to choose from, because really it is all about the characters itself. Alright, looks like we picked up our first uncommon here of opening up. And like I said, they're from different areas. They all have a different look. As you can see, the same basic animation of your bow character. And it is rather good. There is one thing I can say that they've definitely taken into account is their female characters tend to be, scantily clothed because, well, let's be honest, sex sells in this type of stuff. So, but oftentimes there is a wide variety of choices between male and female characters as you go through, and there is a number of factions as well that you can play. So it is something that is really cool to get in, and it does add a nice 3D to what used to be more of a comic look over as well. Here you go, as we have another dark elf here, and as you can see, she's wearing next to nothing, but that's nothing uncommon in games when it comes to elves in general, as they are more of a sexualized culture itself. As you see popping up, I'm earning points. I will talk about points and how to best level up in this game as I go on as well. We have our first lizard man here, and like I said, really cool looking models. Really, a lot of these, especially animalistic ones, look really savage. Have a really good look to them. In the actual play of the game itself, you will see they have really nice animations and moves. Spell effects and such. Another Bannerlord archer. You'll see he has the same kind of archer look. We haven't really opened up anything super uncommon or anything. It's not going to be for the most part like that. We're going to continue to get multiples of other ones. We'll open up a few more, and then we'll go in and actually look at kind of how you're going to level up. As you go through, you're going to open a lot of characters. You're going to go through. You're going to get rid of a lot of characters. You're going to upgrade. But overall, we get the same. This is actually a new one. I haven't seen a swordsman that I've received yet. So that is definitely a cool looking model. Mobile games, as far as graphically, have gotten so much better as far as graphic power, and you could see it in just the 3D modelings of a lot of these characters we have here. And here we go. We'll have a Thrall. I still have 10 more I could open. We're going to leave it there. We're going to exit out, and we will continue on. We're going to take a look best at how, how the game works. As you can see along the very bottom, you'll see there's missions, quests, challenges. You can enter a clan. If I continue to make videos on here, I am going to continue to play the game. I will continue to make videos on it as well. I may actually make a clan for this one. This is a game I really enjoy playing. I've put a lot of time into it in the 10 days that I've been playing on it. So it is something that is fun, and I will continue to play on the channel. So I will put a clan when I get it up and available. We're going to go over my current characters, and this gives me the chance to show you artifacts. Artifacts you'll see over here on the stat screen on the right. And what's different from a lot of these games is if you get artifacts of a certain set, for which case I'm going to open up the weapons slot here. This is all shown to you in the tutorial. It has a very good tutorial. You will understand right away what you're playing and how best to set your characters up. But the difference is you'll see right in the center it says set life to. What that means is if you have two items of that same set, you'll get that plus 15% HP. You'll see offense 2, and each set that you will earn along the way, and the color system is the same as with the characters, with your base gray as being common, green, uncommon, then you have rare, and all the way up, like I said, to legendary, which is this arm you can see in the resistance set right there. I do have some there, and you also have the whole pieces that you go through with the number of stars. That is actually, the number of additional slots or stats that the item has on it. So you'll go through. It has a very good explanation for how how to set up these characters. And we're just going to take a look at what characters I have right now. And you'll see most of my top characters I'm using are 3 and 4 star. It takes a lot of time to level these characters up once you get in and leveling. But just to see the art assets of the game, that's really what I came into. As you see, just that the animation there was a big step from a lot of these games with the comic, animations. This is a much better 3D look at a lot of these characters, and they all do, like I said, they all have their own animations. They all have their own stuff that when you actually look at them, you see they are truly unique characters and builds as you continue on through. Let's exit out, and I'm going to show you the storyline quests. You're going to go into battle, and you're going to head in, and we'll look at our campaign mode here. This is where you're going to start. You're going to start off in the beginning. There is a whole storyline that goes with it. It is nothing special. It's nothing that's really going to keep you in depth and really, it's not so immersive, but it does give you a base storyline to go through and continue on your quest line, ultimately ending over on the end. And you earn different things along the way. There are different modes. There is, for your first time through the storyline, you'll be on normal, and then there is a hard and a brutal mode as well. They don't unlock until you complete it. But each time we get in and we see, it gives you the list of what they're going to fight and how you're going to get to do them, plus the requirements that you'll need to go there. So let's move farther down the storyline. We're going to do a repeat, actually, of one of a boss fight that I just recently got done, because there's a few mechanics here that we're going to talk about, and also what each symbol means when we go ahead and do this. So we're going to jump in. We're going to select the amount of energy that we need to use it. You'll see it's up right there in the middle. I can get up to 83 just from earnings and stuff. I have over 1,000, and I've been able to play continuously since I started playing the game. So don't think that you're going to have to be sitting around waiting to get energy so that you can play. You're going to earn so much energy as you level up and as you level characters and as you do different things. You're going to be able to constantly play. There is not a need that you feel to go in and purchase stuff for that. It really is, they give you plenty of energy to get in there and actually do what you want to do. Now, it's going to be explained to you in the initial setup, but what each one of these symbols means. It's based off of the kind of the Trinity idea that one class will beat another class, and it goes in that triangle that you see right in the center. Whereas the blue is strong against the green is strong against the red, and the red is strong against the blue. And as you can see in the center are those purple triangles. They tend to be special characters. I have none of them so far, but you will battle them, and you can earn them, that have no strengths against others and no weaknesses from others. So that is something there. But we're talking about this as just an overview of the game, and we'll get into a little more strategy in a final video. As you go through, you see your star system as far as what you're going to do. You get 1 star for beating the stage, 2 stars for beating the stage with no losses, and 3 stars for beating the stage with no losses with 2 or fewer champions. Now, I haven't done that with this. I probably could, but for right now, we want to see as much of this as we can. So let's go ahead and see a battle, how it is. I mean, we're already 15 minutes into this video, and we haven't seen exactly how you're going to battle, but really the game is all about, for me, the art assets. Now let's stop them from auto attacking. That is an option on the game that you have. You can set your speed to 1 or 2x. You can see it down there on the bottom. And you could set it to auto. So if you know you're going to be doing well and it's something that you want to repeat and just get done, you can auto attack and go through. We're going to set it to 1 speed. And I'm going to show you my first attack. I didn't get to press it in time. She made her attack. So I'm down here on my 4th character, the one at the very bottom. And as you can see, there are greens above. Remember, we talked about blue beats green, green beats red, red beats blue. You'll see it in their stat line that is right there. You do have a number of different attacks. If you hold on them, you can see what the attack does. Once it's selected, you can select who you want to do, who you want to make that attack, and you'll see the character makes that attack. Very strong as far as this. I'm much higher level than them, and it's all about moving through and showing you attack. We'll show you here this one. They all have cooldowns, except for your original attack, which does not have a cooldown when you bring it up. But for this one, we're going to go ahead and use it. This is an AoE. As you can see, she has a nice animation to go with it. You'll see with this character as well. As we get on, we'll show you how the other characters attack. Now, our 4 character up on the very top, they're all highlighted by the green ring around the bottom. You'll see what his attacks do as well. But for right now, being that we're as strong as we are, we'll just go in. We'll show you here. They have she has a buffet that blesses the weapons. She is our healer. Greens tend to have healing aspects. Blues tend to be damage dealers. And reds tend to be more magic based characters. Now, that's not totally true in all of them. And you'll see as you progress through, it's all about kind of showing you the thing. The boss is in the center. You'll see the stat bar along the very top of the screen. That is the boss's life. The yellow lines underneath, when that gets to the end, that means it is your turn. So as you can see, it is my my high elf's turn. We're just going to attack her in the center. It's not normally the best thing to do. You normally want to take out the ones on the side, but being that we do have some AoE attacks coming up, we're just going to go through and show you some of the attacks as we go through. Like I said, this is something you're going to see played by me often here on the channel. So we're just going to get in. We're going to do our impressions of this, my review kind of the game itself. And once we get in this battle, we're going to do just an overview of what I think about the game initially with starting this. One more attack should do it here. And there we have it. We won. We got to the final screen. There is a time. It's going to give you your rewards. It's going to give you your number of stars, plus what all of the characters that were involved get. And then you are able to continue on to the next, or you can replay at a higher energy value. But to be perfectly honest with you, you're never going to run out of energy, so don't feel like you need to try and conserve, because you really don't. We get in, that was the campaign. There are dungeons as well. There are faction wars. You have an arena for PvP if you are into that. If you see that 10 out of 10 on the very top next to our energy, that is the number of PvP tokens that you have to fight in the arena. And you can do so, followed on the top by the silver and then the gems. The gems tend to be the premium currency of the game, but you do earn them throughout. Just a quick look in. We will take a look here at the dungeons, and you'll see there are time-based dungeons that open up. They change throughout the week. Some of them are always open, and as events happen, there'll be more and different ones open as well. There is also a chat feature in the game itself. If you're somebody that likes to get in and do chatting, there is a store, the marketplace here, that allows you to buy characters and gear with silver. It does cost more gems or more silver to open up as you go. And of course, there is also a cash shop if you want to get in. There are freebies in here, so don't feel like you're solely have to do it. Once per day, you get to get a mystery shard, and then you get an ancient shard once per week. You see the packs that are available to you. And one of the things that I always look for is what is the dollar value. It seems to be the dollar value is $99.99, and you see there's a limit of 5 per month that you can do. But ultimately, you are spending quite a bit of money if you are. That's $500 per month. So it doesn't lock out for each one of these. So really, you could go through and you could spend on each and every one of these. So the monetization of the game is fairly heavy, to be perfectly honest with you. I haven't really felt the need to make a purchase. The game is playable throughout. If you need more experience boosters, if you don't want to wait, stuff like that, there is always the availability to do some of this stuff. You have different packs that are selected for you that they find could best suit you, for what you need. Then, of course, there are different passes that you can see. There's a 7-day trial for free on the Silver Raid Pass. The Gold Pass is a $50 purchase value. As you can see, the Silver Pass is $9.99 after the free one. I have not gone into it. I didn't necessarily read through the bottom of it to see whether that is something that reoccurs automatically or whether you have to. We'll take a look. Payment will be charged during the last 24 hours of the free trial. So, yeah, you're going to have to end up paying one way or the other. But if this is a game that you really do enjoy, that is the options that are there, to kind of move on and look through. So we covered the market. We covered some of the other aspects of the game. Leveling up your character can be done at the tavern or through battling. The idea is you can take your list of characters that you see all here. You have to select a character to put in. Let's do one here, and it will give you all your other characters that are able to be scrolled through, and these mugs. As you can see, the symbol of the mug, if it matches the symbol of the character, so for instance, any of the ones with lightning bolts, you can sacrifice. So we're going to sacrifice that one there. Any of the ones with green, we can sacrifice to level up our character, and it shows you the experience underneath. The mugs do the same thing. If you have the symbol on them, you can always use a mug of any color, and you could use another one of any color, but the mugs with the color themselves definitely help speed up each character. I just use them to kind of level up, because really your 1 stars you're really not going to use all that heavily, and that is how you go through and you're going to level up your character. Your 1 stars really are only good for leveling your characters, your higher levels up. As you go to rank them up, we'll talk about them more. You can upgrade your rank, but you will have to sacrifice 3. So if we want to move her to another star, now that she's max level 30, if I wanted to move her to a 4-star, I would need to sacrifice 3 3 stars to do that. So that is how you have to build from the beginning and move up. So as we covered, that's the leveling system. They do offer you the sparring pit, which allows you to passively level through time your characters towards their max level. You can buy more slots if you'd like to go. You can upgrade the slots so that they upgrade faster, but just know that you can do that passively. You do get stuff for playing every day for the amount of time that you play. You get a lot of freebies in this game, to be honest with you. Like I said, they've given me so much free stuff throughout, and with these tournaments, they're always offering different events and tournaments that keep you involved in the game, keep you playing the game, and give you plenty of opportunities to level your characters up. Like I said, I will go over more as we get into, I'll do a kind of a beginner's guide, things I wish I knew when I started, but you can see there's 3 different things going. Each one has a different event. The other thing, I haven't sent any of them out, but they do have a referral program, and you can get your referral link, and if you use the link and as the person plays and levels up, you will both benefit from using a referral link. So if this game looks like something you might like, let me know. I do have some referral links. I can refer you in. You will be placed there. And also, I will be sure to let you know when I have the clan set up, because I will do a Coolers Mobile YouTube clan that we can play if anybody's interested in something along those lines. It would be great to have other people on and playing the game with me. So I advise you, if this looks to be a game that you think you'd be interested in playing, if you like that progression collection of characters, there is a ton of them. There is loads of characters to collect. You can go through, you can find your different faction, you can find ones that just work best. I mean, there's nothing to say you can't go through and only collect elves, or you can go through and only collect lizardmen. All these things are options out there. The game does have so much more to it than I've talked about right now. I've only given kind of a base overview of it, and we're going on 30 minutes into a video just talking about some of the, basically the art assets and the basic look of the game, because I feel like the look of this game is what will bring people in. The game is not overly monetized, although it is heavily monetized as far as showing you impressions when you log in. You'll get 3 and 4 screens at a time of them trying to sell you different things, but you don't need to feel pressured to do so. And that's one of the big things I can say. I'm really happy with this game, because there are so many of these mobile games out there that to even get in and play the game successfully, to feel like you're even involved in the game, you have to spend money to do so, and some of them you have to heavily spend money to keep up. Now, as you get into PvP, you may find that you are going to have some of that catch-up mechanic, or you're going to have to use the speed-ups that are available that may cost you some money, but it is totally up to you when you get into the game, because you have so many missions, you have so many quests you can do that are constantly giving you free stuff throughout it. I mean, there's weekly, there's monthly quests, there's achievements, all of this stuff they provide to you. And to be honest with you, there's even more. Like I showed you in the beginning, there's login rewards, there's new players, there's progression rewards. There are so many rewards for this game that I think you won't feel that pressure to have to get out the credit card and put it in to buy stuff just to be able to play the game. The game is definitely playable for the free player, and that's what I'm done right now. I haven't put $1 into it, and I'm having great fun. Now, as I move on, it may be something that I'd like to do. It may be, if you're in and you get involved in the game, and then you feel, hey, you might want to spend $5 or $10 here, that's all about it. I really dislike games that force you to have to spend that big tier money to just play the game, and there are so many of them out there. But I thank you all for watching, and if you'd like to see more, please give this video a thumbs up. That's how I know that you're interested in seeing it. Comments, if you play the game already, would love to hear what you think about the game. Is it a big step as far as the way this genre of mobile gaming is set up? Let me know what you think there. And if you want to try out the game and you're interested and you'd like a referral link, put it in there because I can send you a referral link. And if you would be interested in joining a YouTube clan, let me know. I can get enough of the gems together. That may be my first purchase in the game to get the number of gems needed to start the clan up. So let me know if that's something you think you might be interested in. As always, I hope everybody has a wonderful day. If you like what I do here on the channel, I will be making more content just like this. Hit that subscribe button, and as always, have a wonderful day.